I'm going to talk about the pros or the advantages or the positive and the cons, which is the negative or disadvantage of community lockdown in Phnom Penh, Cambodia. What's up, what's up, what's up? What's up, Bunso? What's up, On? Today, before I start my topic today, I would like to introduce myself again. And from Kuya Red, this is now your Kuya Bong. And this is Kuya Bong Stories. Okay, so for our stories for today, I'm going to talk about the pros or the advantages or the positive and the cons, which is the negative or disadvantage of community lockdown in Phnom Penh, Cambodia. So are you ready to listen now? Are you ready? Are you ready, Bunso? Are you ready, On? So for today, as we go through the whole topic of advantages and disadvantages, let me tell you some information about the reason why there is a lockdown. This is the first time that the government here in Cambodia announced that there will be a lockdown. Sorry. There will be a lockdown for the entire Phnom Penh, including other locations such as Takmao, of course. Yeah. But this is the first time that they lock down the entire community. So in the Philippines, I think we call it general enhanced quarantine or general community quarantine. So GCQ. So yeah, we call it GCQ in the Philippines. And here, the lockdown came just a day after the Phnom Penh municipality extended the capital's nighttime curfew. After they extend the curfew here in Phnom Penh, they decided to have a lockdown. Okay, and then after that, after the curfew for 2 weeks, they decided to have this lockdown. And this lockdown will extend until April 28th. Okay, so actually right now it's Kamay New Year. It's the second day of Kamay New Year, and we are now in lockdown. Okay, but still, it's Kamay New Year. We just have to enjoy it by our own. Let's enjoy it the way how it should be, without risking our lives, Okay, so as you see, right now it's Kamay New Year. Some of the public and private owned markets, restaurants, what else? Groceries are temporarily shut. Maybe it could be because of lockdown, or maybe it's because of Kamay New Year itself. And yesterday, April 14, the Ministry of Health reported the country's 36th patient, 36th PH, okay, COVID-19 death. And another hundreds of new infections linked on the February 20 community outbreak, which is the reason why the Prime Minister decided to lock down the entire Phnom Penh. So as of April 14, yesterday, Cambodia had recorded a total of 4,874, almost 5,000, okay, COVID cases, with 2,544 receiving an ongoing treatment, and a total of 36 confirmed deaths. And with this lockdown, they list down some, things that you have to remember while this lockdown is happening here in Cambodia. Okay, here in Phnom Penh, especially here in Phnom Penh. And beside being a good follower of the government, okay, of course we cannot avoid thinking of what are the disadvantage of this COVID-19 community lockdown. There are lots of disadvantages, but of course there are lots of advantages with this COVID-19 community lockdown. So let's start first with the cons, with the disadvantages, and let's end up this one with positivity. Okay, first is economic struggle. That's true, because being a consumer-driven economy, just like here in Cambodia, having a businesses, okay, manufacturing companies will need to cut down production. That's true, as the mass buying power decrease. Okay, so they need to produce less product because only few people will buy as the lockdowns happens. And as a result, of course, the employees will also lose their job. Okay, and there will be loss of income that can lead to financial issues and will lead to unrest, sustainability of daily needs. Okay, and that's number one, of course, on how the production of products. Okay, there will be a slowdown on the productions. Okay, next is problem related to works. Okay, so if you're working at home, probably there will be some companies that they have to work from home, and there are some people who will feel like you feel that you work, you know that you work, but it seems like you're not really working. Yeah, because the environment around is not like the same as your workplace. That's true. You will feel like, oh, you will feel like, I really want to work, but I don't have that kind of energy, that kind of drive to work because of your environment. Because from working to your workplace right now during the COVID-19 community lockdown here in Phnom Penh, probably you're gonna work at home, which is very, very different from your workplace. Okay? Next, problem related to lockdown itself. There will be some difficulty in traveling. Yes. If your job is a kind of job that you really need to travel. around the city, huh? And there will be, some, or if not some, most of the stores or groceries are already closed because they knew that few people will buy, few consumers will come. Okay, so they will gain less. So probably they're thinking also of not opening because of taking the risk of getting infected by the COVID-19. Another disadvantage of this COVID-19 community lockdown is there will be some difficulties due to the family or home situation. Especially if you have kids at home and you have to work at home. Sometimes you will see them, walking around behind you, seeing you at the camera, yes. And sometimes, one thing that we are trying to avoid, the noisy environment. But you cannot do anything if your neighbor is very noisy. Now, a noisy neighborhood will really, really, really give you headache during this, during your working time or working hours at home. Okay. Next disadvantage is the personal well-being. Okay, your emotions, yes. Your happiness. Sometimes your anger. Okay? Because of this lockdown, if you used to like go out and spend time with your friends, enjoy your job. Well, sometimes if you feel so stressed, you usually go to a coffee shop to relax, to unwind. But right now, you have to do those things right now at home. Okay? And that's one of the disadvantage because sometimes you get your stress at home and you want to go out to relieve your stress. You want to go out to unwind. So that's why there are some tendency that you get angry easily, or sometimes depression will hit you. Okay? Yeah, that's the disadvantage. And one more, financial issue. Yes, financial issue. Money issue. Sometimes your budget, your salary, and your budget is just enough. Just enough for you to live probably until April 28th. Okay. Just enough for you to live because there will be some deduction due to work from home. There are some companies, they cut the salaries of their employees because they are working from home. And there are some companies who are really understanding and they don't cut the salary of their employees because they understand how's the situation, and they also understand that their employees are also struggling to survive every day. And one more thing is panic buying. It just happened yesterday. Okay? Panic buying happened yesterday, yes. Most of the people just only panic because they don't have money to buy. So no buy, just only panic. Okay? those are the disadvantages of community lockdown. So now, let's go on to our advantages. And for our advantages, number one, I think this is also the reason why the government announced the community lockdown today. The number of COVID deaths may decrease or subside, or let's say slow down. Right now, there are 36 deaths confirmed. Confirmed deaths, 36, okay. And we're hoping that during this lockdown, there will be no more deaths. Okay? We're hoping. We're all hoping. Okay? And probably the government is really hoping that this lockdown will really decrease the number of deaths every week or every month. Okay? Or it will stop. Okay? Totally. Next is the infection rate will be reduced, or probably will stop also. So if there will be no gathering, of course, there will be no infections. Okay, there will be no spreading of infection. And also, if these lockdowns will continue until 28, probably there will be a reduced infection rate because people will avoid the gathering because of the government's rule or the government's policy. Okay? If there's no gathering, trust me, the infection rate will reduce. Third is low hospitalization rate. During this lockdown, trust me guys, during this lockdown, few people will go to the hospital. Not because of the lockdown itself, not because they are not allowed to travel, but because less people will get sick. Less people will acquire the COVID-19. Less people will get infected. So low hospitalization rate will happen. Hopefully. And that's what the government is looking for. That's what the government is looking forward. Okay. Next, another one. For those who go to their work every day, to their workplace every day, this is one thing that is really, really positive. Transportation. No traffic because you work from home. No late because you work from home. More free time because you stay at home. No need to rush in the morning. No need to wake up early in the morning. Yes. And it reduces the cost. Like if you're riding the motor, it will reduce the cost of buying the gasoline. Okay, and also if you're riding the Grab or Pass app, it reduces the cost or the transportation fee. So that's positive thing. Yeah. Next is family. Another positive thing, another advantage is you will have more bonding time with your family. Okay? You can do exercise with them. Okay? Do some meditation like yoga. Okay? Explore new hobby like, let's say, painting or sewing, sewing, or playing new instrument. Try to discover your hidden talent when it comes to instrument, right? We don't know. Maybe you know you are like fast learner and you can learn how to play guitar easily. You know, explore cooking new dishes for your family. Yeah, something challenging. Gardening. Yes. Next is exploring new routines at home, such as spending time with your pets if you have pets, or as a form of your relaxation. And explore online games. Explore online games, guys. Even if you're already adult, sometimes you can spend more time with your kids by playing with them their favorite online games. Yes, that's true. Or like if you are teenager or like young teenager, you can spend more time with your siblings if you have siblings by asking them to play some multiplayer online games like Mobile Legend, Free Fire, what else? Those online games that you can play multiple players. So at the end of the day, all of us just want to get rid of this deadly virus. That's true. And we all just want to live our lives like we used to. While lockdowns could help us, and while lockdowns could help the government to lower the case of coronavirus, this will only be effective if there are concrete plans. And this will only be effective if the people in the community will follow. Okay? So, again, what else do you think are the advantages and disadvantages that I haven't included in this video? Please comment down and don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video. You know, let's spread positivity. Let's spread not positive COVID. Positivity when it comes to, you know, encouragement to other people. Okay. Just you heard all of those disadvantages, but also you heard those advantages, which is very, very powerful. So I hope, guys, I hope Bunso, I hope On, try to always remember that during this time that we are having this kind of COVID-19 crisis, let's help together. The government will not let us die. The government will not let us suffer. As long as we are here to follow the policy, as long as we are here to be obedient to the law, for sure, they're doing their best for us to be safe. They're doing their best for us to be healthy. They're doing their best for us to avoid to get infected. So again, this is KUYA Bong, and this is KUYA Bong's story. Bye.
Ooh.